YouTube! What's going on today, man? I just finished watching Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich. Yo, game was great. I ain't gonna, this was a classic game, bro. This was a classic game. If y'all saw the game, it felt like a classic, bro. Back-to-back goals, going pound for pound. You know what I'm saying? Going crazy. It wasn't a boring game either. By the way, we're gonna talk about the Arsenal game too, because that Arsenal team, I didn't even watch it. I saw it ended 0-0, and there's nothing going on. Apparently, the momentum meter was just flat. There's nothing. There was nothing going on. Just passing around the back. I gotta change that. Yo, y'all English players, y'all English league people, that's not the way to play the ball. That's not the way to play the ball game, gang. I'm being serious. It's not. Anyways, though, I'm just gonna talk about Real Madrid. At least for right now. Then Arsenal, you get your own little whatever. Uh, Great game, dude. Great game, bro. You come in, opening goal from a minute in from the terror. Ooh, I can't say that. A minute in, Manuel Neuer comes, gives a goal up. You know, I say he gives it to Huller. Golazo. Now, it's a wide open goal, but still a great finish. You know what I'm saying? Still a great finish from that far out to go in, you know. Out to you, Huller. Which he had a game of his life, by the way. He's my man in the match for Real Madrid. You know what I'm saying? Like, easily. Easily. He was great all around. Then, you know, Bayern comes back, the 5th minute, hits a header in. Good goal, whatever. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Then Huller comes in. Again, a free kick. By the way, Neuer, you might be paid off. I'm being so serious because I don't know what you're doing being so far off the line to save a free kick like that. Am I tripping? Maybe I'm the one that's tripping. Maybe I don't know ball like that. But I feel like if you're a goalie, you don't stand back here to go save the ball from free, right? Am I tripping? Anyway, though, that happens. Yada, yada, yada. Bayern comes back the other way. Harry Kane, golazo, boom. You know, typical Harry Kane fashion. You know, no flair. You know, still go. Still go. Vinny, I ain't gonna lie, Vinny, I love you. Right? You my favorite player. Well, yeah, I mean, I might be my favorite player now. Just because of this game. You come, bro, you didn't do nothing this game, bro. I mean, you got an assist, which was cool, right? Like, the assist was cool. But, bro, like, Upamecano was frying you. How? You're supposed to be better. Bro, you're supposed to be a top-class house. Upamecano frying you like that, gang. Come on now, bro. There was a couple of times where, especially on the wing, I don't remember the exact play, but he had him beat completely beat. Now all of a sudden, Upamecano comes out of nowhere and just locks him up. I feel like he got locked up. Then he had that one-on-one chance, well, not one-on-one chance, but he ruled past Upamecano again. One-on-one chance on the left, he hits it wide, like not even on target, just wide, bro. Like Vinny, what was you doing this game, bro? I love you, Vinny, but come on, bro. I need you locking in. And then Mbappe, take off that number 10 off your jersey, gang. Take it off. Yo, I understand. Wait, I get it though, because Vinny missed. You know what I'm saying? But bro, there was 2 chances in my head that played vividly. That Vinny's right here, and Mbappe with 2 defenders in front of him doesn't pass it to him here. For what? Why don't you pass the ball? Why don't you pass the ball? Why are you wearing number 10 if you don't pass the ball? Great goal by you though. And then that volley, bro. That volley you missed, gang. It was tough. I'll give it to you. It was tough. Neuer had a good save too about it. You know what I'm saying? But bro, CAMAVINGA, you deserve to lose your job. Get him gone. Trade him. Get him. But I don't know how it works 100% in football, right? Buy him out. Get him gone. Exterminate his contract. Make him leave. How you get subbed on? Subbed on. Subbed on. I don't even know how long you were on for. You get subbed on. And you decide to do that, bro. You decide to get 2 yellows in what, 15 minutes that was on? You know what? Actually, matter of fact, let's look it up right now. Let's look it up right now what time CAMAVINGA was subbed on. Hold on. Because this is really about to make me mad. CAMAVINGA, hold on. How long did he play? What did he play? How long did he play? Why is it not showing me? Why is it not showing me? Hold on. Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich. Hold on. I want to see when we was subbed on. When was he subbed on? Yo, don't piss me off. When we set lineups. Here we go. CAMAVINGA was subbed on when? Where's the red card? Okay, I see it here. Is that showing me? He was subbed on the 61st minute and got a yellow card within, what, 20 minutes? 20 minutes. Bro, you're useless! You came in, did nothing! Nothing! That first yellow, valid, bro. Whatever, hard foul. That second yellow, bro. What are you doing? What are you? You're already booked, and you do that. What was the point of holding the ball? What was the point? He's already called the whistle. What's the point of delaying the game? Knowing you got a yellow. Knowing you got a yellow. And it's just like, yo, you're a professional player, bro. You're professional. You're professional. Lock in. This is dumb. You're dumb. You're dumb for that. You were so dumb for that, bro. Genuinely stupid. Like the easiest, most avoidable red card. Even Rudiger and Militao were playing with yellow cards for basically the entire second half. And they avoided a red card even when they're playing physical. You decide to do that and get a red. How that make sense? How that make sense? Explain to me how that makes sense, gang. Listen, bro. It was a great game. Then the last 5 minutes, it just went out of, you know what I'm saying? The last 5 minutes really told the whole story of the game. CAMAVINGA sold, whatever. Then Luis Diaz hits a crazy goal. I ain't gonna lie, shout out Luis Diaz, bro. That was a good goal. It was a deflection, but it don't matter. Like, it's still a great also, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Curves in, beautiful goal. And then nonchalant king Olise, Colossal too, bro. That was a beautiful goal, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was so good. I would put it up on the screen, but I feel like I'll get DMCA'd if I do that. So I mean, it was a great game. Vinny, honestly, I don't know. My chairman, like, I feel like Vinny didn't really have a good game, man. How much as I love Vinny, Vinny's like, I'll give you this. First / second favorite player in the world right now. How much as I love him, you had a terrible game, bro. Yeah, you had an assist, but besides that, you weren't creating enough for me. I ain't gonna lie, you weren't doing much. Raheem Diaz, he had an alright game, you know what I'm saying? Valverde, I feel like I didn't really see him that much in the game. You know, considering how much we saw in the last couple games, I didn't feel like I didn't see him that much. Huller, honestly, man of the match for me for Real Madrid is not even close. Like, it's generally not even close. That's like he was the best player on for Real Madrid the entire game. But I can't. It's just annoying, you know. I'm not even a Real Madrid fan. For keep it about, I'm a Manchester United fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm a United fan. But like, I love Vinny. And yesterday too with Barcelona, that's sidetrack. I love Barca. Barca was my team before Manchester United. I love Vinny. I love Yamal. I love, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to choose a team in Spain because I love most of the players on each team. You know what I'm saying? But Yamal is my favorite player. I wish I could show you. I did a workshop project with a Barcelona logo. I'll find it sometime. But anyways, that's besides the point. Hey man, Real Madrid is not even not even that they play bad. It's just Camavinga's honestly, he's just dumb. He's just dumb. Because then they have that open space that Luis Diaz had the goal in. Where Camavinga should be at. He should be there. That open space just, there you go. That was over. Game over. Then last one they had to like fully push up, and then Olise hit nasty goal. I'll give it to him, bro. He was insane. Olise had a great game too, by the way. I'm not gonna lie. Olise had an amazing game, bro. Amazing game. Now, were they selling him? Yeah, I think Bayern was selling Olise like crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. They were selling him like crazy. But that's fine though. You know what I'm saying? It happens. Same thing happened with Yamal yesterday, but you know Yamal's out of the Champions League. You know what I'm saying? Barca's out of the Champions League too. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I feel like the whole storyline just falls on Eduardo Camavinga. You're garbage. You should be sacked. You should be gone. You should be out of this team. On God, you should. And then before I finish the video, yo, Arsenal, you're losers, gang. How you only go 1-0 against Sporting? Not that Sporting's terrible, but you're winning the Premier League. Well, they're about to bottle that hold up. They're about to bottle the league, though. They're about to bottle the league, and I'll be happy if they do. You know what I'm saying? I feel that makes everybody happy. But you're telling me that y'all couldn't even score. Y'all decided to just play super possessive the entire game. Y'all couldn't do anything. Y'all about to get fried. Y'all are getting fried. Who are they playing next? PSG? It's PSG, right? I'm not mistaken. Hold on. I'm not tripping, right? UCL bracket. No. They play Atletico. Ooh. Atletico? Nah, I think Atletico got that. Why am I saying ooh? Yo, Arsenal's garbage, gang. They're trash. They're actual garbage. I got Atletico easily. Atletico easily wins that. PSG, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like PSG is kind of gonna fry Bayern Munich. I don't know why I'm feeling that, but this PSG team, it just feels like they have so much fun together, and like it just I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like they're about to fry the fuck out of Bayern Munich. We'll see. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? I think they could go back to back. Anyways, though, that's really all I gotta say, man. Uh, wow, CAMAVINGA, I'm just sorry, but you should just retire, gang. You're about to get out of your job. You're about to go to some other strange league that's not in the Spaniard league anymore, and I don't even think you're going to Premier League. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you're doing that, I'm sorry, gang. He just made me mad, bro. He just made me mad, bro. It makes no sense. How you a professional player doing that, bro?